Everybody's phone on mute. Or phone on mute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Second. What? My phone?
Yeah.
Is your phone on mute?
No. What?
Put your phone on mute.
I can't. It's in my back pocket. I don't want to get up.
Okay. Welcome to the Nailed It podcast. I'm Xavier.
I'm Michael.
I am David.
Why did you do it like that?
This happened last time too. David had trouble with the introduction.
I didn't have trouble with
Did
the
you
introduction.
forget your name?
No,
No.
he did it twice last week.
I did twice.
And this time he kind of spaced.
Yeah, because I wasn't doing it twice.
It's
this
because you
time.
used it up last time.
I did.
So
Like,
you
see
have
it-
this time.
Because last time I said it twice, so that means I don't need to say it this time.
But you said it this time.
Damn it.
So much for clean.
What?
Right.
We
It's-
lasted 12 seconds.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
right.
Record, yeah.
That's not bad for me.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Let's delete this and start over.
No. No, we're keeping all of this.
Please.
It's too far. We're too far in. It's too late.
There's no one to make us coffee this time. That's kind of disappointing.
It is very disappointing. So, last time we did a podcast.
Right. I
I
was there for that.
Yeah,
I was there too.
Really, that's amazing. You guys both showed
I
up.
said we.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I would like to bring up the fact that in the making of the podcast, a tragic incident happened with somebody's car.
Don't bring that up. Why you gotta hurt my feelings like that?
With the car,
I thought it was serious for a minute.
My heart already drops every time I walk out to that car. Now
Did you not get it fixed yet?
No, I haven't got it fixed yet.
Did you even get a quote?
Not yet.
Tell me what happened.
I don't want to.
So, in case anybody's curious,
No. He's got to tell it himself
All right,
because he's
all
going to
right,
do it in a very
all right.
sad way.
okay,
I'm too sad to talk about.
go ahead, Michael.
So I went to a driveway I was unfamiliar with in my car, the first car that I've purchased in my life.
What type of model and make is it?
It's a 2013 Chevy Camaro. I bought it myself, just me on the loan, all alone, taking a big risk. Bought a nice
I
car.
just hear the sadness.
Never had any trouble with any other car. Literally
on.
never been in a wreck, never damaged another car.
Really wish there was like some sound effects in the background.
Okay.
Like no,
I
not
can-
really,
I
but
can
like
crash my
like
car
a
again.
sad, like
yeah, like a
violin
like really
playing in the
sad,
background? Okay.
like a little
A
sad,
little violin.
little violin.
Yeah, because this is as sad as it gets. But anyway, I pulled in behind David's car, thought maybe I'd be nice, and didn't want to block in his car, threw my car in reverse, pulled forward without checking my surroundings, and ran into a rock that was in his friend's driveway and put a big dent in my fender.
Oh.
And I hate you for laughing right now. You're getting way too much joy out of this. It's
little
kind of
bit.
hurtful.
A little bit.
Yeah, but anyway, I haven't got it checked out, and so I'm just dealing with it until...
That's one of those things you got to get checked out.
Yeah, well,
that
luckily
and,
I have
you know.
a job that gives me a bonus every once in a while, so I'm just waiting to have the funds from that bonus, and I'll go get it taken care
You
of.
have a fun bonus coming.
Well, it's kind of a fun bonus.
That's cool.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Your fun bonus.
Bonuses are fun. I mean, it's not huge or anything, but it'll at least help pay for
How,
the day.
how huge is it?
It's huge.
I've seen bigger.
No,
What?
you've never. No, you haven't. We had the same job. You haven't seen bigger.
Oh man. Okay, so have you guys seen or heard about the new series of unfortunate events?
Okay, I've heard that it's bad, and I've heard
You've
that it's
heard that
good.
it's bad?
Maybe from a skeptical person or a couple people
Right.
who just don't like anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I
So,
mean,
like
me and you
David.
have about he would say it's bad just so I don't watch it and enjoy my life.
Right.
That's what I say about most things.
Yeah.
But you and me kind of have the same
Like
preference.
taste, yeah.
So what do you think?
I watched a couple of episodes. It's really good. Like honestly, the best way it was described to me was through a friend of mine who was telling me that with NPH being Count Olaf, is that it's just like him
Wait,
being
what's NPH?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, okay. I see. I don't know these acronyms.
Barney.
Yeah,
Barney
Barney.
Stinson.
Barney Stinson.
It's literally Barney Stinson playing Count Olaf.
So it's Doogie Howser. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
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 And he goes around banging every chick in New York.
Well, no, it's more like it's a disguise.
Maybe we remember a different Barney Stinson.
I'm thinking
No,
of a different show then.
it's the aspect of him going to whatever lengths to get what he wants.
Oh, okay.
So while in How I Met Your Mother, it was like he was, wearing different outfits, even dressing up as women. to
Wait,
get with
Neil
other women.
Patrick Harris was in How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah,
Oh, hush.
I'm about to slap you in the mouth.
We had enough of that in the last podcast for the next 8 podcasts.
Yeah,
so.
no shit. So, but yeah, it was literally like it's him going to whatever lengths to get the money from the children, right?
Okay.
So he'll be dressing up in different costumes. He has an entourage that are just absolutely hilarious.
Have you seen Entourage?
No.
I haven't either. I saw one episode. Well, I saw a half an
Good
episode.
topic to bring up then.
Well,
that none of us have seen.
He said Entourage, and it just made me
I didn't
think
have
of it.
HBO when that was out. Wait, that was HBO Encore? What was that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
Did
didn't
anybody-
care enough to watch it.
Did anybody watch it?
it was one of those, right? Paid network
Yeah, it was-
show.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did
and
you-
I didn't have one. No, I never watched it.
What about the movie?
No.
There was a movie?
Yeah, there was a movie,
that
but
just-
wasn't it really late after the
It
show?
came out
ended?
like I think it was like last year or the year before.
You know what?
And
it was like-
everyone was like saying how much they should have made it way before.
Like
when it was
like
still
5
when
years
it still
before?
had traction and was a big
Yeah, I
thing.
remember seeing the trailer for it. It looked like it was going to be like some fucking superhero movie, and then they like dropped the ball, and it's about some 4 assholes in Hollywood. I'm like,
That's what the show was.
That's
wasn't
what-
it?
the
yeah,
show
yeah, yeah,
was.
but it was
It's
like
just-
the
but they were meant to be assholes.
it was a trailer inside of a trailer
Oh,
for the movie
wait,
of
like a
Ultron.
mobile home trailer?
yeah,
No.
like
Oh, so what was the trailer?
what type of trailer?
It was a
it?
trailer about a trailer?
It was like a movie.
Have you ever
trailer.
seen a really nice trailer? Because I haven't.
No, not really.
I have.
Like what type of trailer is it?
It looks like a regular House on Wheels.
Anyways,
Did it
Lemony
have a bunch
Snickets.
of the little extensions?
No.
Those are my favorite. When they drive up in a normal car and then it just starts like the bed pops out and then the kitchen starts moving and then the master bedroom becomes a full size master bedroom. And that's a mobile
God,
home.
that jumped the rails so quick.
So anyways,
Wait, where were we?
Lemony Snickets.
Right. So,
Right, Barney Stinson.
Barney Stinson
it was just like-
was playing Lemony Snickets in a
The new
series
Avengers movie.
in the New Avengers, the series of New
I'm
Avengers.
sorry, I'm encouraging
movies.
him. I should stop.
You should probably stop. You know better than
I
that.
do know better.
But no.
It's early. I'm just waking up.
That's
so.
fair.
I would see that movie. Barney Stinson as the Avengers.
I would
One-
just
as the Avengers,
The
just 'cause
Avengers,
Robert
like,
Downey
it would be
Jr.
like-
is a part of it.
A one-person show,
of him just being every Avenger.
and the people on the street.
Do you think he could pull off Black Widow?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
you
course.
think
He's
so?
got the hips for it.
Does he?
No.
You saw him play a woman
You'll
in
stand at the
How I Met
hips?
Your Mother.
Huh?
He's staring at the hips.
Yeah, all the time.
His hips.
No, just
I mean,
everybody's
If
hip.
you're
Why
gonna
you-
stare at any guy's hips,
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris, you could do a lot worse.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But like the.
I used to stare at Tom Cruise's hips all the time.
I'm sorry for you, and that I
Did
just
you lose
heard.
interest after Scientology or before?
No, that's what got me into Scientology.
Oh, is his hips?
It was his
You
hips.
followed his hips right into
I
the
followed,
Church of
like-
Scientology.
Yep.
So unfortunate.
Anyway, speaking of unfortunate, series of unfortunate events.
The cast is really good.
Oh, okay.
It feels like it follows Simpson logic in a way where all the parents, or it's not, is it Simpson or is it? I would go Fairly Odd Parents, more recent, where it's like all the parents are kind of like, or the adults are
Absent-minded?
Yeah, but the children are clearly the smartest ones in the show.
You mean, so you're saying South Park?
That's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it's Fairly Odd Parents too. And
Yeah.
not really Simpsons. They're all just kind of.
Yeah.
They take turns.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Do
fluctuation in
people
that show.
watch The Simpsons anymore?
Yes.
It's still going.
I
so
know it's still
somebody
going, but
must
it-
be.
I
But they
don't.
talked about it being its last season like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then they just kept going.
Yeah.
Well, they need to make money. This is the only show that they have, isn't it?
Yeah, but they've made enough seasons where they can probably live off of it forever.
You know what they should do is bring Futurama back with all that Simpsons money and just let it tank.
But
But I want to enjoy
But they
it.
ended Futurama in a loop.
Yeah, that's true. They
You
did.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What?
They kept going away and coming back, and they'd always make it a joke that they came back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we went through some kind of Comedy Central portal.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
they
yeah,
got
'cause
moved
they
over
were
to...
just throwing everybody under the bus.
Yeah. They were like those asinine idiots at Fox or Box.
Yeah.
Box.
Box.
And
The
like
Box
the B would all mess up and it turned into an F. And it's
Yeah.
like it's clearly they're shitting on.
So
Fox
what does
Network.
this mean for our millions of fans? And they're standing in front of just like regular fans. It was funny.
But yeah, the end of Futurama ended with a loop where Fry and Leela kind of just like were stuck in frozen time.
Yeah, but they got out of Frozen Time.
Yeah, but then it looped them back to the beginning of the first episode.
I don't remember that.
I'm sorry. That's what happened.
She's not
Spoiler
listening.
alert.
What happened?
See, we
soldier.
gotta work on the spoiler.
We
alert
do
thing,
really
'cause
gotta
we're
work
really
on
bad
that.
at saying that
Yeah,
before.
a little bit.
Even though that show's really old now.
No, you can spoil stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just giving. We kept saying spoiler alert after spoiling it in the
Yeah.
last episode, so I thought that was one of the things I found pretty funny.
Yeah.
It just kept happening.
Like
Right.
The Sixth Sense, he's dead the entire time. Spoiler alert.
So, yeah, that's why we called it this. Why we called it this. So, what did everybody do this week, or at least a couple of things, or watched? Since we brought that up right before the podcast.
So I finished Westworld
Okay.
and started a new show called Taboo on FX.
Okay.
It just came out with its second episode. It's really weird, but it kind of follows the same line as Westworld, where every episode gets you more involved with deeper and deeper plot lines.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of giving you hints as to what might be the answers for the questions,
Right.
but at the same time they're giving you even more questions to ask yourself.
So, going back to Westworld, you were telling me earlier that you didn't like the show.
No, I love the show. The show is
And
amazing.
that you didn't understand the concept of the show.
Well, I
What
mean,
was
for a
this?
while I
Was
didn't.
this on the last podcast?
No, I haven't said anything along those lines.
Okay. I'm clearly not all here right now.
No,
Okay.
I love Westworld. It's an amazing show, and I recommend it. It really, it
What's so
really
good
is.
about
I
it?
think
I don't
you
know
and
anything
most
about
of
it.
America
I've-
do.
As a person that has not seen it, how would you describe it to me?
But what have you seen?
Okay, so
I've seen a lot.
I
So-
don't believe you.
I've seen that.
That
Yeah, that was a good. I've seen it before.
that was a good.
That was a good.
Oh my
That
god.
was a
Okay,
good
anyways,
one.
continue.
You know.
can I?
Yeah.
So okay, the show is
Wait, we're talking about Westworld, right?
without
Okay.
giving too much away.
Westworld, right? Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there is a theme park that is built with things called hosts, which are
Thought you were gonna say hose.
Right? Host?
well, they're kind of. I mean, so the Westworld. I mean, it's literally
And it's
a
got dinosaurs
Western.
in it, right?
No, it doesn't. Shut up. Anyway, it's a Western, and the people pay a lot of money to go to this park, and the hosts, quote unquote, are robotic. They're not real people, but they are made of flesh and, or not flesh, but material that feels like flesh, and then they have
Just-
robotics underneath.
Okay.
And they're there to carry out storylines, like take you on wild adventures. There's literally whores in a whorehouse that people can pay to sleep with. There's bartenders, there's sheriffs, there's law enforcement. There's some old Confederate soldiers later on. But you pay a lot of money, you go into this park, and you live out any dream that you desire.
Wait, in the Western time.
Yeah, in the
Why
Western
would I
time.
want to live there?
Well, it's not live there. You just like visit. It's like going to Disneyland, but it's a Western.
No, I
and
know, but
it's
why
an
would it
adult Disneyland.
Why would I want to go to like?
Nobody cares
Western
why
time.
you want to go there.
Well,
I know, but I
if
don't
you
have-
ever want to go and shoot something without going to jail,
But
or
what- if I want
if
to
you
go,
ever want to wear a cowboy uniform or outfit and not be judged,
First
that's
off-
your place to go.
there's other places I can go and
Well,
wear a
okay.
cowboy outfit and not be judged.
That's true.
Not here is not one of them.
No?
I will judge
Stop
you all day.
David, stop
I'll-
changing. David, David, put the hat down.
See? This-
Damn it! It's all right.
Didn't we call that before the show?
Yep, totally called it.
I think it's
it
recorded
is.
that we called it.
totally is.
What?
That we said silence your phone.
I thought it did actually.
That's what you get for changing into a cowboy hat during the podcast.
What?
Nothing. Anyway,
Oh no! What I was trying to say is that if I was going to choose a time
But
to
you're
go
not.
back and do that,
the,
I would
okay,
choose
it's not
the
the
West.
only park.
oh okay.
There are.
It's based
It's
off,
just Westworld is focused in this park, and at the end of the show, it kind of ventures into the idea that they're going to take the show into the other parks.
well, because it's based off of a book series by I think the same dude who made Jurassic
And I
Park.
think
isn't
there's
it?
an old movie or show on it.
There's, like,
I'm
a
not,
really
I'm
old
not
movie,
familiar
I think
with it
so,
though.
yeah.
But yes, it's based on an older idea.
Yeah.
Right, Jurassic Park.
Okay.
No, it's based on, I think, the guy who wrote Jurassic Park wrote this one.
Right, Jurassic Park.
Okay. Anyways, so what about the Taboo show?
Taboo is just getting started. I don't even know where to start describing it. It's old. I mean,
Like, do you have a time setting?
yeah, it's, well, not a year because I'm not familiar with that part of history, but it's based in England.
Okay.
There is the Americas, but England is still fighting for control. Not really. It's like just after the revolution ended, I think.
Okay.
Because they're talking about dividing up territories and finding new lines between the Americas and Canada. And the main character, who's played by James Hardy? The guy who played Bane.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, sorry.
It's John Hardy.
It's not.
Tom Hardy, and
Yeah,
he's
right.
right. And he holds a specific piece of land in the Americas that is very important. And so the East India Trading Company is trying to acquire it because it's called the gateway to China. So it's like trade implications on it.
Right.
His
Spoilers.
Tom Hardy's dad acquired it through a trade with Indians, and so they're trying. I mean, so far it's been a lot of empty threats, but I won't say at the end of the last episode, but a lot of things are starting to unfold and happen very quickly.
That's cool.
But it's a good show. It's like Westworld, where it's very deep, and you got to really pay attention. Not so much action, but a lot of plot.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You look like you're very just paying attention so well.
I am. I'm
Yeah, what's
interested.
your problem?
She generally,
I would just
or
watch.
most often, when people talk, you should listen, not interrupt them every 2 seconds.
With false statements, by the way.
I
You don't interrupt with anything that adds to the conversation.
I would
You
like.
just interrupt to derail the whole thing.
I would like to say I don't know what he's talking about right now.
You're really good at making me practice staying on point and remembering where I was. Yes.
Xavier, do you know what he's talking about right now?
Yeah,
Why
because
do
I'm
you
paying
keep
attention.
leaning like that?
It's like leaning over the chair and shit. No. So, one of the things I watched this week, or my mind's been kind of like focused on, is something from Japan, because that's all I ever watch is
Right.
stuff from Japan.
Anime is huge for you.
Right. So, I got bored one night, and I was like, you know what? It's been a minute. I haven't seen Power Ranger transformations since I was a child. What?
Well, you said no. I'm not gonna say. Well, I want to say it, but I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Well, you said
Spoiler
I was.
alert.
No. It's not a spoiler. You said I was watching Japanimation and I was really bored at night, and then I wanted to watch something else.
I did.
And my thought just went dirty.
You're bad.
Oh my god. Anyways.
I was like,
So-
I hope this story doesn't go there.
Why would the story go there?
I don't know.
Anyways, so like it was bored because like for me, I was like into Power Rangers for like fucking so long. Like I love Power Rangers. I don't care what anybody says. I watched the new trailer. I'm super hyped about that.
Can I add something real quick?
Go for it.
I was not allowed to watch Power Rangers as a kid.
Right.
I had to sneak out on Sunday
Why
mornings
are
to
you
watch
sheltered?
it before my parents woke me up because my mom was really against the violence.
Was there violence in that show?
There's so
I
much
don't
violence.
know.
There's so much
There was a
violence.
lot of
But it's
flipping
so
in that
funny
show.
to me.
Yeah. Well, because okay, so the Power Rangers was based off of something called the Super Sentai in Japan, right? But the
Okay.
Super Sentai didn't start happening till like the 70s, and Power Rangers didn't come to America till the 90s.
That's because Power Rangers as a show really didn't exist. If that makes sense. It was that show chopped up with we put in our own
Right.
like
no.
our own dialogue
That's
in
a-
our own scene.
That's exactly what it was. All the like all
Isn't that
the,
every show that
well,
comes
no,
out?
because the actors in Power Rangers, like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, were all just they were people, and they had them in the costume sometimes.
Well, of course
but,
they're people.
Shut
I
up.
hope they're
Shut
people.
up. And then, but
Unlike you.
if like all the fight scenes till about like right after the actual live action movie was all taken from the Super Sentai version of that show.
Oh, so they just cut in the
Yeah,
regular scenes,
they basically-
but kept the actors.
They basically did like their own acting, and then they used all their action scenes. So basically,
Huh.
they were on set for maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. But, so like you'd have like the Power Rangers go, and then it's like, all right, go for action, and the next thing you know, it's like, okay, everybody take lunch.
Hmm.
And like Rita Repulsa, like the evil villain, the big bad,
Yeah.
straight from the Japanese version.
Huh.
They just dubbed over her.
So they really picked and chose.
Right. Like
Or
if
chose where
if
they
you
wanted.
watch, like, I want to watch Power Rangers and I watch Rita Repulsa talk, it's like the worst dubbing ever. She'll talk and it's like ha 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 ha. It's like, okay,
So it's the
Alright.
whole they talk or they have their mouth going
Right,
without
right.
any words,
like the
but
classic
then it
meme.
carries on
Yeah,
after
yeah.
they close their.
So the only reason
That's what was great about the old Godzilla movies.
Yeah, it really was.
Look
It's
out,
the only thing that stood up.
So-
It's the only thing that stood up like the course of time. Was
Oh.
everyone remembers that scene where the person turns around, moves their mouth pointing, and then you hear Godzilla after they've started running away.
Yeah. So, but in the midst of that, I just realized that the Super Sentai in Japan is way more adult than it was for the kids here.
Yeah.
They have better storylines.
Stop it.
What?
His friend's
don't-
not here. Someone
first of
has
all-
to stay on top of him and keep him.
First of all, don't tell him to stop his story.
No, he told you to stop.
No, I don't think so.
Michael?
Michael,
I did.
why would you
I
do
did
that?
tell him
I
to
know.
stop.
See, he just told you,
You
to
were
stop.
trying to make it dirty, David.
I was not.
Just like you were trying to make his his night switch of shows dirty.
I did
You're
not.
a horrible person.
I'm not a horrible person.
Wait till you leave. So,
So we're wrapping up the podcast now. We only go till Xavier's tired of David and
Yeah.
asks him to go.
Usually, there's like a threshold, and usually,
I don't know.
should we pause?
No.
Wait, can we?
I mean, we can.
Let's
Yeah.
pause for a second.
Okay. And we're back. Sorry about that. We had the neighbor or whatever has a dude blowing leaves in her backyard, and it's just
Yeah, it sounds hot.
it's loud.
David made it dirty again.
Of course you did. Anyways, the entire topic I was getting to is that I ended up finding like a new type of thing regarding like Power Ranger or Super Sentai. It's called Kamen Rider. It's like there's
We need a partition for David.
Kamen Rider is
He is driving my ADHD insane by just constantly moving around and wiggling and oh my goodness.
I am beyond ADD. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you guys see the problem is
we just started recording again and we're already off topic.
you guys used to see me at work where I'm like running around doing stuff. But like if I'm sitting here, I can't sit here.
We know.
Like I just
Noticed.
I'm very all over the place.
I mean,
I
last
need
time
one
you
of-
got up and danced.
If you gotta dance sometime.
Do you? Do you
Like
really?
I really need one of those little switches, those little toggle things.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cool.
They look really
the little
cool. Where you put,
fiddler cubes or
Yeah.
whatever.
Little fiddler cubes.
My boss is like every one of my like managers at work have this like little spinny thing, where they just like it's like ball bearing in the middle and they spin it and just let it go, and it keeps their interest during conversation. Actually keeps them focused. Anyways, what were you saying Kamen Rider is? Because I know you're just probably just gonna mess it the hell up.
No. I'm waiting for you to get back to your
No,
story.
but you said Kamen Rider is, and then you jumped on the topic of ADD, which means you had something to say.
I never said anything.
Okay, Xavier, just go.
So Kamen Rider is basically I just don't even want to talk about
If
it.
I kick him in the shin, is it assault?
I don't know.
No.
So essentially it's more nope, I lost it. It's gone.
David's really happy right now because he achieved his
Yeah, I
goal.
know. Damn it. Damn it.
He finally did it. He broke us. It happened.
There's just no morale.
It's okay. What games have you guys been playing lately?
Final Fantasy 14.
Why are you playing that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because Kingdom Hearts isn't out yet.
Which one's Kingdom of Hearts?
The one with
When does it come out?
it comes out Tuesday.
Wait,
Oh,
this
okay.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a
Yeah.
game that I should not get?
I don't know. Do
Are
you
you-
like Disney?
It's not the first of its series,
What series is it?
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, but what?
It's like a Disney video game.
Yeah.
I've never played one. I've never looked into it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Kingdom Hearts, and here we go. Kingdom Hearts is essentially a mixture between Square Enix of Final Fantasy characters.
of what?
Square Enix or Squaresoft.
It's a company
It's
that makes Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and amongst other games, and
Right.
Disney with their characters, and so they made a collaboration about
So they like stopped and collaborated and listened. 'Cause anyway,
what? I can't wait till he leaves. I'm ready for you to not be on this so I can continue talking about what I'm talking about. Anyways, so it is just a project where he's losing his fucking line over here. Why you do this?
why do you do this?
Why you do this?
Why do you do this?
No, why you do this?
I don't know. Because I enjoy the conversation. I love listening.
What
to
conversation? We can't have one without you interrupting
you.
it.
No, I'm listening. Listen.
How can you be listening when your mouth is open at the same time I'm talking?
I see gray hairs coming in on Xavier right
I
now.
have had those.
There's more coming in.
That would be the greatest thing ever. Is if you got a bunch of gray hairs and they were because of me. I gotta stress you out that much.
You might.
There's an insight into David's logic. If I can bring you mental anguish, that would be the greatest thing.
It'd bring me really joy. I'd be like, that's me being a part of you. Isn't that scary?
Yeah, actually a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
I don't want that. Anyways, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game series of all time. It just has it had a good story with good characters, and then they had a time travel, and in my opinion, kind of just said, you know what, we're just gonna press the fuck it button, and they pressed it, and that shit just kind of stopped making sense. And then the third one, which we've been waiting for since 2005, hopefully will come out next year.
And are they going back to are they taking a step back, or are they continuing with the storyline you don't understand?
Yes.
Wait.
What does that mean? Yes, they're taking a step forward.
All right.
Or here's the thing. He doesn't know because he hasn't played the game.
That's true. He hasn't played, but I'm saying you can kind of tell from trailers, right?
Right.
Well, I haven't seen them, so I don't know.
So,
You saw the trailer for Rogue One and you didn't know what was going to happen.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Rogue One, everybody knew it was gonna happen.
Well,
I
hopefully. I had more people walk up to me and say, "Why isn't Rey in Rogue One? Like, what
had that
happened
too.
to Finn in Rogue One?" And
I
it's
was like,
yeah, and it's just like, come on, don't watch the movie, or just go into it and watch it as a standalone movie,
Right.
Because that's kind of what it was.
Right.
If for those people who don't follow the timeline at all,
Right.
I mean, it was a good just standalone.
No,
movie.
I really liked the movie. It was really well done.
Plus, then the ending would be a lot more
But
exciting.
I did have that happen a few times where somebody's like, I was very disappointed because Rey wasn't in this. I was like, why would Rey be in this?
Yeah, they kept thinking like they replaced the main character, Rey. They kept replaced her with the new, I forget her name in the movie, the new female lead. And it's like, no, this is completely separate. This is an in between. Like, I just can't wait for the new the Han Solo movie to come out, and people will be like, I don't understand. He died. What's going on?
So speaking of timelines, this game series has a wonky ass timeline. So you have the first Kingdom Hearts, right? It's like boy gets a very oversized key and beats shadows with it. Literally, that's the entire process of the game.
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
I've done that like many times.
And then you fight the big bad, and then you kill the big bad, and then it's like, okay, well, the adventure's going to continue because we need to find the king, we need to find my best friend. So then you go to
just every adventure.
Sounds like the story of my life.
You gotta find a king. Wait.
See?
No, I'm not gonna find a king.
No, he interrupted and I joined in.
Yeah.
That wasn't my fault. I did not start this interruption.
Every time.
No. I was listening. Go.
And then you go to the second one of those for the Game Boy Advance. And then it's like, okay, here's all this shit that just builds up and you have no idea what's pretty much happening in the entire game.
Do you include the Game Boy Advance?
Yes.
Because, like, I used to, like, you have, like, the Nintendo system and then you have the Zelda series. And then they had for the Game Boy, they had a few different, renditions of different Zelda games. I had never included any of those.
The problem is that every one of those Zelda games are part of the Zelda timeline.
Right.
But the thing is that with the Zelda timeline, every Link in Zelda are a different Link in Zelda.
Right.
Whereas in...
So is this...
This is a continuous timeline, so you kind of have to include it.
Yeah.
Otherwise the story
Because if you play Kingdom Hearts 1 and then you didn't play the one on the Game Boy Advance and you went straight to 2, you have no idea why the fuck the main character was asleep for an entire year. Spoilers.
No, I was saying. minimum swears.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. So, but yeah, so you have no idea that he's in there for a year. And you're like, oh, what happened?
I think I could figure it out.
How?
Just by playing the game.
You
Because
can't, because it's never brought up.
it's never brought
It's
up.
never brought up.
Well, then I would just assume that's just the way they started the game.
But it doesn't make sense.
But
It does.
But the point is you wouldn't have to assume that because they explain it in the game that you could have played.
Yeah, but I figure like most of the things I play, I can jump in at any time, or even shows, and figure out what's going on.
You know, to solve all this problem, Dave wouldn't have to play it because he could just go on Wikipedia and
There you
read
go.
about it, and then
What?
you're good.
That seems like a lot of reading.
Well, that's right. He can't read. Never mind.
Yeah.
He could watch a playthrough or something. He'd
So
be
so
fine.
then
I've been
two-
tempted to go on and like, cause they have the what's that? Assassin's Creed.
Mhm.
I've been tempted instead of playing the games, just going online and watching the videos of the in between, like the story,
Mhm.
and that way I don't have to play the game because it seems like a long time to actually play the game and get the whole
But
plot.
that's what a game is. It's,
Yeah.
it's like reading a book.
No.
So wait, what kind of games do you like? Like first-person shooter, like where they don't have that story,
Frogger?
or
No,
do
no,
you,
I
do
like-
you like the story?
I kind of like the story, but I
'Cause then
like.
if you like the story, then for example, Assassin's Creed, I think has one of the best stories that a game can come out with. I mean, it's got suspense, it's got acts, it's got a bad guy, it's got a plot twist, it's got, you know, the main treasure at the end. So, like, to go back, it's just kind of robbing yourself of it, especially if you are someone who likes stories.
But it's I'm saving myself all the, because you have the events that bring you there but for the most of the other part of the game is the walking around part and talking to random people.
Right,
that
which
don't-
also adds
don't-
to the experience, the culture of the game. But
Right, I understand
if
that.
you're concerned with time and not so much experiencing it yourself, then yeah, watch a playthrough or a walkthrough.
Right,
or-
exactly.
Because like watching a playthrough and not actually playing the game is like is like reading Cliff Notes.
It is. You
Yeah,
don't
but-
get the full experience. You don't feel like you accomplished anything. You know, it's just kind of
But
like,
that's
oh,
but that's
okay.
the same when you watch a movie.
No, because
Like-
it's different because when you're playing the game, you assume the role
Yeah,
as
but-
the character.
I know, but
you become
what
one
if
with the
what
character.
if when you watch a playthrough, you don't think of it as a game, you think of it as you're watching a movie.
Or are you watching like a no commentary playthrough?
Yeah.
So then
Like, you-
I think are you actually
You just
watching,
go-
are you actually watching a playthrough or are you just watching the cutscenes?
It's just the cutscenes.
Okay, see that's different.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't want to watch the playthrough of the game, you just want to watch what the game is about, you can take some time and just
I
and
think
just
we
watch
just
the
have a
videos.
different theory about video games. And we take it a little more
Well,
seriously.
you do. Because I feel like when I pick up a game,
Well, as serious
I ha-
as you can take a video.
I
game.
have you can take a game pretty seriously.
Dude, my favorite video game includes Donald Duck
That's true.
and Goofy. And I love that series to death.
Mine involves curb stomping grubs on the sidewalk.
There you go.
Using a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Any game I pick up, I don't want to devote time to.
Why?
Because
Why buy the video game at all then?
no,
Or
that's
even rent
I
it?
do, but I don't rent those type of games that demand of my time. Like
So what
they're-
are you playing then?
Well,
I
like-
don't understand what he means. What do you mean?
What I mean by that is that when I pick up a game, if I have to constantly upgrade this character and constantly to get to a bigger level before I can go on to the next level,
Right.
then that demands of my time. It's like having another job.
So you don't like RPGs? Because that's almost every RPG nowadays.
No, that's definitely what every RPG is.
Well, that's the difficult
Well, it
part
didn't
for me.
used to be. I mean, like, the first Assassin's Creed, you didn't really upgrade much.
Right.
You kind of became a little stronger, but it all came down to, like, how you fought, your tactics in the fight.
Well, see,
But now it's becoming like, oh, that enemy's level 13, you're only level 5,
well, I
and you gotta
guess it
avoid
does
that.
depend on which RPG you're talking about. Because,
Yeah.
like, for most people, at least, or for me, just for me, I'm more of a JRPG, where it follows, like, this is the storyline, this is our big bad, let's go fight the big bad. And, you know, it's like, you see yourself as, like, a weakling, and then you grow with these characters to become stronger.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But
on that.
I personally like that because of the story.
Right.
Whereas you're like, okay, I just want to be strong now.
You just want to be the
No,
level
I don't want to.
80.
I don't want to be strong now. I just know, I like the aspect of being able to build this character up.
So he's saying...
I just don't want to devote the time
He wants
'Cause
to play the main quest missions without having to do the side quest to get strong enough to continue on the main quest.
Right.
He just wants to play that
And
straight.
you need to
unilateral
play
Just because
action, like
just because of the time that I'm good, I actually like when I sit down to play a game, I literally have maybe 15, 20 minutes.
And you want to accomplish something in that.
I want
15
to
20.
either accomplish something or
Well,
like
not
some of the,
accomplish something. You want to accomplish progress
right.
along the storyline. Like accomplishing something in 20 minutes for me would be leveling up my person another couple levels, so I get closer to moving forward. But you want to just jump in, go straight to
Right,
that main
because
story
it might be
and
for
make
me
go
it's
further.
like I have 20 minutes and it's not like every day. It would be like every other day or sometimes every other week
right.
is my time frame to play these type of games.
You should have got a PlayStation.
Well, that's why I play I'll play games like Halo or like Modern Warfare or something like that.
So, like I said earlier, first-person shooters.
When I was younger-
it seems like it's more or less of time constraints. So
But in a first-person shooter, you're put in as this person who is equally able to achieve his goal as everyone else.
right, but
But
by
right from
that
the
same
start.
vein, you could play something similar to Devil May Cry, where it's like, yeah, you can level up your character as you progress through the game, but you also don't need to do a side quest. You don't need to do a side mission. It's literally
My-
run, hit things, run.
My problem with all that is when I was younger, I would have to like if I was
Younger?
playing it when I was younger, when I was playing like games, RPG, whatever those type of games when I was younger, I would have to do everything.
So you're
so-
a completionist, and you don't want to play it because you can't devote all the time to completing it.
Right, exactly.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
See,
you
that's-
shouldn't play video games.
Yeah, you shouldn't play video games at all,
Now
man.
they're so built around taking that whole
Right,
time
'cause
to
you have
be
an
completionist.
Right, you have an entire universe. Some of these games, you have to
In
go
Mass
here
Effect,
and
which
there
I'm playing
and
now,
there and there.
literally.
And I-
Entire universe.
I get so wrapped up into it, and I know I don't have time for it.
That-
So
ugh.
so I want to go around and I want to level up my character to the best ability and just basically go around and kick ass
You-
is my goal, and get all the stuff that you normally wouldn't get, which is kind of annoying and a pain in the neck. But then I did it. Nobody knows I did it, but I did it.
It's self-accomplishment.
It's self-accomplishment. So that's
Well, that's
kind of
all
what.
games are at in the end of things, is how good they make you feel to accomplish that. Because it doesn't. I mean, they're video games. Unless you're playing on an esports team and you're playing in front of
like
fans,
millions, yeah.
or you're streaming and it's a way of
Which-
making money for you.
Which
but,
is what I do.
shut up.
I
But,
make millions of
You
dollars.
can't
No,
with your
it's-
whole 15 minutes of gameplay, David.
no,
That's
he
not
does
how
with
that
his
works.
pirate line. That's what he's talking about. The one we made up last time. But I'm saying like it's all about self accomplishment.
Yeah, 1-800-PIRATE.
Shut up.
It's how the game makes you feel accomplished. Because no one else is gonna look at that scoreboard, see your gamer tag, look that up, see
Nobody's
who
gonna
you
care.
are, and care about you.
Yeah.
It's just
I should do that. I want to go online and just find people with really high like things and just go onto their things and go, "Well done.
you're the best.
You're the best." You did all the-
Usually those people who are at the top are the people who are streaming, who that is their
Or
job.
they're smug.
Or yeah.
And they
Or-
think they're or even if they're up there.
And if you tell them well done, they'll be like, "Damn right, Pitt." They'll get mad at you for seeking them out.
There are two types of high level gamers. Or,
Right.
actually, there's
But that
one-
would be great if to go on there and to reverse troll is basically go on there and like
They'd still think you were just straight up trolling.
Well, you are, but you go on there and congratulate them like sincerely but non-sincerely. This like big long message about how you accomplished all this stuff.
You by
Good
yourself
job.
do not even have the time for that. It would take you 10 minutes for setup, 5 minutes of play, and then oh whoops, I gotta go somewhere.
No. It's copy and paste.
Dude, no, I think honestly, if you feel like you want something out of a game, you need to devote at least a single day, even if it's a one day out of a month. Sit there and play a game.
Well, no, you don't even have to do that, but at least expand your 15 to an hour. Like, if you want to enjoy a video game, nowadays, you do have to sit down, get yourself, like, involved, and, like, take in the whole environment, because the developers spend a lot of time making up those little side quests to add to the depth of the universe you're
Right.
putting
No,
yourself in.
my goal would be to get all this stuff going, so I can have time to do that. Because right now, most of my day is spent working. and then I do work, and then I have I do a band, so I play in a band, so I do that, and then I have some other things that I do on
Playing
the side.
the triangle isn't a real instrument, David.
It is a real instrument if you hit it correctly.
It's skill.
It's timing
Hey.
and precision.
Watch.
Just wait.
Cue in somebody
Ding.
sending me a video of like playing like Beethoven's symphony on a
You
triangle.
can't do that on a triangle. The only
I'm-
thing you could do is simulate a doorbell.
I'm pretty sure you can.
It
do
makes
this.
1 to 2 tones. You can't play
Not if they're different
intricate
sized
song.
triangles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my word.
I would like to hear. I would like to hear Beethoven's on a triangle.
Yeah,
That
that'll
would be
happen.
pretty. It would. I'd love to see that. Actually, I'd like to hear the opening to like Star Trek
Yeah.
in a triangle. Even the space part.
Anyways,
Space.
So
The final
what
frontier.
games have you been playing, David?
What?
What games have you been playing?
Yeah, you said last time we talked about you getting an Xbox.
Well,
We
let's not talk about
Hold
last
on.
time.
No, we tried to go into it,
You-
but let's this
the
time.
first-
You
part of
took
the-
too long.
The
Hold on.
part of the
Stop.
podcast that
Let's-
you literally started is like talking about last time before we started the podcast.
Let's
What
go
are you
into
talking
it.
about? When did I do that?
When he has,
Earlier.
Never
Did we
mind.
ever
Hold on, let's do the
introduce ourselves?
playback that we
Yes,
did
we
last
did.
time. David, admit you were wrong.
Huh? I'm never doing that.
No, neither did Xavier. This theory doesn't work.
Anyways, so
Um,
what games are you playing?
Yeah, what do you own right now?
Right now, I own the new Modern Warfare.
Okay, that's horrible.
Uh,
Wait, no, hold on. Modern Warfare.
Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare.
Infinity War?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Advanced Warfare was the last one, or
Oh.
2 ago. I don't know. I stopped playing them after Modern Warfare 2, but
Fair.
I think Infinity
Black
War.
Ops is pretty good. Anyways, continue.
Well, the last Tomb Raider one?
Okay, Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That's a good game.
And then Halo
The collector's edition or 4
5.
or 5?
Yeah.
I
5.
didn't play that. I have
Ha-
collector's edition.
Halo's 5.
Right,
Halo's 5s.
Halo's 5. Yeah.
5s.
Halo 5-0.
And then I have Destiny.
I play that.
Okay.
Out of all those, I play that one.
Tomb Raider and Destiny are two games that you probably should not be playing.
You definitely shouldn't be in Destiny after describing what you like to do.
No, but Destiny, like, there's a whole online world of these.
Yeah,
type of things.
Right.
That's
So-
a lot of the games, though. But you
No,
said
no,
you
no,
don't
but,
like
like-
spending time
No,
on the
because
little...
Destiny is literally a Halo MMO.
Right.
Right,
It's a
I know,
Halo
I've played it a
MMO,
lot,
but I
but
can
I'm
go...
saying he doesn't like leveling up his character or doing the little things to get a little bit better so that you can accomplish more.
Well, yeah, fair.
But I can go online and play against people.
True.
So I can do that.
So
I
you'd rather
enjoy
be
that.
more competitive?
I love being competitive.
Then why don't
Okay,
you play
so
fighting
then
games?
you're not... So,
Fighting games?
Yeah.
No. That's just a bunch of, like, you just learn a bunch of moves and...
That's competitive.
No, it's not competitive.
It is competitive.
Nobody
oh
does that.
my, what?
Nobody does that and is competitive at that.
no, it's very
Not
competitive.
really.
Not very.
No, not at all.
Like on an extreme level.
No, I
very
don't- I don't think so.
competitive.
It was literally like a $10,000 pot tournament.
Well, why would they sell that much of drugs?
It's not drugs.
You said pot.
You know what you should do? You should play Gears of War because you'd hate
You
it,
should
but
just
you'd
not
love
play
it.
video
Actually, I played
games.
Gears of War.
Gears of
Gears
War?
of War.
Have
Gears-
you? Did you
Gears
like
of War.
it?
I like Gears of War.
Really?
The best-
With your
okay.
sensibility, I don't think you'd like it.
My sensibility?
Yeah, it's such an extreme game.
No, I love that type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little weirder than you think.
Clearly.
Weird.
But
Because I think
this-
you're pretty weird.
When the funny okay, I have a story to tell about Gears of War.
Wait,
where-
okay, so David gets to tell a story, and Xavier can interrupt him.
Yeah, that would be a
Roll
good idea.
reversal.
No, see, here's
See,
the
I
thing.
don't- I
I'm
don't-
polite, and I don't interrupt people's stories.
Okay, I'll play
Actually,
Xavier.
I will say this. Xavier is not fast enough. That's
Fast
why
enough.
he's very polite.
No, it's
'Cause
called
act-
manners.
He's,
It's
he's
not
like
called
paying
not being
attention
a
to the
dick.
story. When I
See
listen
that? Hold on, that's the second episode in a row you've been called a dick.
Yeah,
by
that's-
Xavier.
I take somewhat offense to that.
Well, maybe if you weren't a dick.
maybe on the third podcast he'll learn his lesson.
Yeah, that's
Stop
right. For
Sometimes
somebody
it's
that's
hard.
talking about manners.
I'm polite and you're a dick.
What's happening?
It's not my fault.
Okay.
Somebody says
It's not your fault that you're interrupting people.
No, somebody says something, and then all of a sudden something goes in my head, and I'm just like, "That is funny," and then I either have to say it or it just. Anyways,
Anyway, your story.
my story is so At one time I was living with some friends, and we were all living in one house, and we were playing Gears of War, and we just beat
Which one? The first one?
the first one.
Okay.
And we just beat the game, and then so my friend was playing the game, and somebody else came over, and he's never seen the game before, and he wanted to show him how much of the gore there was when you chainsaw somebody.
Yeah, it's
so
bad.
it's really
Well,
bad.
It's good and it's bad.
It's good and bad. But so he so it's at the very beginning of the game. We're replaying it over or whatever. So he jumps over this. I don't know.
Mantles a wall.
Yeah, like
Or
some
the
sort of cover container type thing. And he goes, "Check this out." He goes, "Chainsaw," and he screams it out. He goes, "Chainsaw," and he goes and he just punches the guy. Because he forgot that you don't get the chainsaw at the beginning of the game, and
He has
the
a
bad
hammer
guy
first.
just basically turned around and shot him.
the
So
worst.
it was the funniest thing because he was like so pumped about this, and then he jumps
And
over.
then he just ends up punching the guy.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
time.
Technical hiccups are the worst.
When you get so excited, you forget the
Like it's
basics.
like you practice a move for 3 days and then you go to execute it and you realize you can't.
Well, you forget that one first button, and then you end up just sliding into your enemy.
Right, exactly.
Like, this is gonna be awesome.
This is gonna be
watch.
awesome.
That happens to me on Final Fantasy all the time. I mean, it's more of a point and click for.
Is 14 the online?
It is.
I haven't played 14.
It's. I'm not a big fan of MMOs, but because I enjoy the aesthetics of the game and the composer,
Yeah.
it's actually like my favorite composer ever. I really enjoy the game.
The music of it?
Yeah, composer.
Oh.
hmm
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, it's like I wanna, like, I'm fighting an enemy, right? And then I forget to lock on to the next one. So you see my character, like, punch, 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 stand. And everybody's just, like, throwing out magic and slapping him with
And
something.
your guy's just
I'm standing there, I'm, like, slamming the button, but he's not punching. I'm like, oh, I forgot to lock on. And then you start seeing me punching again, then it happens again.
I wish the audience right now could see your arms flailing. Like,
They're
punch,
flailing
punch,
and punch, and then they drop to his side when
He looks
he's
like-
literally doing it.
he
He's
like
just-
was literally doing
I
the-
will record me playing that game, and it'll make like advanced players cringe. Like, straight up, that's what that is. Like I am by no
Punch, punch, punch.
means. I am by no means very good at that game. Like all my friends and all the people that I play
I'm
with.
expert at it.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty good
You
at
don't
it.
have enough time. All my friends are like level 60 and like have like 8 characters,
And you're
I'm
like
I have
level 5.
I have like a life, and I just got 2 characters to 50.
Hmm.
It's like everybody's like, "You want to play tonight?" I'm like, "No, I'm going out with friends to go watch Japanese anime."
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Who's friends? Who's time for friends? No, I'm just kidding.
I had friends once.
Yeah?
Once.
That was a cool story. Anyway.
Oh no, I watched Friends. That was
Oh.
yeah.
So,
Good
you
show.
playing Mass Effect?
Yes, because Andromeda is coming out.
Doesn't that come out really soon?
Yes. Well, at the end of... No, start of March.
Okay.
I get that one and then Ghost Recon. Both come out in March. One's early on in the month, one's later.
Did not even know they were doing another Ghost Recon.
It's Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's like an open world RPG, but you 4-player co-op. Just
Okay.
like kind of...
so Borderlands Halo-ish. Yeah.
I mean, well, no, because Borderlands was more on like a straight line that you could take slight turns.
No, because it was very open world.
Was it?
Yeah, it was super open.
Oh,
world.
okay. Maybe I played it
It was
wrong.
like this,
I've seen more open.
Like, The Division. Have you seen that?
I have.
So it's kind of like that, except for you're in I don't even know, some vast wasteland trying to take out some coke drug cartel.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it's 4-player co-op. But anyway, I've been into Mass Effect, trying to play all 3 of them through, you know, with all the different choices you can make. And just because, you know, Mass Effect's coming out, so the hype before
Who'd you sleep
went out.
with?
In which one?
All of them.
Well, I've only finished the first one on this last
Hey,
playthrough.
don't say that. You're gonna make the other one jealous.
I've only finished the first one in this
Okay,
last
on your,
playthrough. And
is this your first time playing them?
no, I've played them a lot.
Okay.
I love Mass Effect.
Okay.
But I just wanted to go back and play it again. What it was really funny was like last time we talked about how the pixels get so expanded when you play it on a bigger TV
Right,
than
like
they
an
used
old
to have.
CRT and stuff like
So
that.
I was playing the first Mass Effect on my Xbox One S on a 4K TV,
Oh,
and I was playing it
no.
really late at night last night. And when you're driving around the Land Rover, what's that called? The Mako.
The thing that shouldn't exist.
Right, the Mako. You can zoom in, and like when you zoom in, the camera sits right on top of the cannon, like right on the barrel of it, and the bullets coming out make this blue flash, and so my screen is just a strobe light of blue light, and I'm sitting there in the dark in my apartment just watching this blue strobe, and I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna have a seizure if I keep playing this game any longer tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, it got so bad, my eyes were so strained, and I'd only been playing it for maybe 2 hours. And I used to go on a lot longer game sprees and be fine, but
Oh, that's sad.
when you put on
See, the more he's playing, the older he's getting closer to.
well, in the
to
daylight
my
I can
timeline.
play a lot.
It depends on the game, dude. Trust me.
Or a newer game you can play, because
Yeah.
the graphics they were so strenuous. But I don't know, it was a lot of fun to play.
When
man.
when Pokemon X and Y came out,
Mhm.
right?
Wait, Pokemon what?
X and Y.
Oh.
So
Wait, which one was that? The newest one? No, that was
no, that was Sun and Moon. This was the X and Y are the ones before it.
Okay.
When that came out, I literally had to work that day,
Mhm.
so I stayed up for the release, got it as soon as the store opened, went to work, came home, and then played it all night, and then didn't go to sleep till like the next day. And like I feel like that's gonna be Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts comes out on a Tuesday, and I have it downloaded on my PS4,
Right.
so that or pre-ordered on my PS4. So that means as soon as it hits midnight on Tuesday morning, I will be up. I will play that. I will go to work.
Can you not pre-download on PS4?
Oh, you can,
Oh.
but it comes out.
But is it already like it'll
It's
unlock at midnight?
It'll unlock at midnight.
Or at 9? Because we're on Pacific Standard Time,
I
so
don't know.
Xbox will always do it where it's 12 o'clock Eastern
I should
time.
look into that.
Yeah, because I will jump on at 9 o'clock on a game release and play for a few
Yeah,
hours.
but that's just literally what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stay up all night. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna be super tired. I'm gonna come home and keep playing, and then the cycle will just continue until I see the credits.
Yeah.
And so it's
Or
like,
credits, or he dies, whichever.
no, there's no stopping.
No, yeah. We keep playing after we die. You get to like respawn.
Oh, that's
or
right. I
like
forgot about
reload a
Respawn.
checkpoint.
No, sometimes I
When
wish.
you died, you just snap the disc and start over.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, once
You're like,
I'm
well, that
dead,
life's over.
that
Crack.
life's over. You gotta go buy another game.
Yeah. Me and my friends used to talk about that, like making. Well, now they have it with microtransactions, but before when it was discs, we used to think about.
Cheating the system.
But like you would buy a
It's
disc
never
and
called
that would
cheating.
be one life, but the game wasn't $60. It would be like a microtransaction, but back in the day, you'd have to reload a new disc because after you died, that one became like corrupted, and you couldn't play it, or unless you could have like a revive or
There was
something.
there was an app.
I know. Right?
There was an app like that.
It was microtransactions before microtransactions.
What?
There was an app like that. There was a running game app where you were a character and you ran.
Jump Pack Joyride?
No, I don't remember what the name of it. I don't think it was that. But you would run across these buildings and then you jump. But if you died, you'd have to delete the app and reinstall it.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is horrible.
I thought you were talking about like back in the day where like you'd get a map pack and you buy the disc for like the Xbox Halo map pack,
Right.
and it's like, I have it. It's your turn. you
Do
take
you
it.
remember N64 expansion packs?
Like the ones that hook onto the bottom of the controller.
No, like that was to put the other games in and stuff. But I mean, like the little red cartridge that had like the secret compartment in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
N64.
Oh, that was like terrible to get out and break your
But it
fingernails.
was, if you put that one cartridge in, you had like the expansion pack for every game that had come out before you bought that.
No.
Yeah, you did.
What?
It had everything on it, but now it's like you have to buy the season pass, and after that you have to buy them individually. But like before, you'd buy this one little cartridge that was like $20, and you'd get every expansion for every game that came out.
Dude.
It was so nuts. It was so nice back then. There were no little like.
Now I just don't have any money to buy food.
Well, now it's like I mean, I play League of Legends.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I've been taking a break recently,
That's
but
probably fair.
But you play the game for free, right? The game is free. But if you want anything, or anything at all, it costs these points that you have to pay for with real money. Ends up costing you more than a game. But like same with any app you download now. The app is free, but they have a store in there where you have to spend money or
Right, to
It's
upgrade
just-
your characters.
yeah. And so basically, Call of Duty's fall
I just take the
into it,
long
too.
way around.
You just don't do it.
No. Like I will. Well, sometimes yeah.
That's the really long way.
That's a little long way. Not playing. Delete.
But it's like Call of Duty became that way, the new one, because I've seen that you can buy versions of versions of guns, and those guns have the upgrades to them that the free ones don't have. So you're automatically better just because
Really?
you swipe your debit card,
Well, it's
and it kind of takes away from the whole experience of the game. Like unlocking a chest or whatever was rewarding, but just to swipe your card to unlock that
Well,
chest.
the frustrating thing about unlocking a chest is, like, you never get what you actually want in the chest. Every once in a while, you get
and
something.
that's where they catch you.
Right.
But that
They're
kind-
just like, they basically demanding you to go online because you're not, and buy something because.
Right, because you're not going to get what you want right away.
It's,
Right.
It's either,
If you want-
it's either get good or pay money.
You mean get good?
Get good.
Like spell it wrong and
Yeah.
be like an asshole online?
Yeah, it's called Dark Souls.
Oh, okay. Get good.
Get good.
No, I just. Yeah,
Sorry, I had a
at least
PTSD
then,
attack.
but at least then with what David's saying, at least when you do get what you want, it's extremely gratifying. When you open that free chest and the thing
Trest?
trest,
I've opened a
have
few
you not
chests
found a
in my life.
chest?
I found a few.
That's
chests
what
in my
you're
life.
doing wrong. You're opening chests. You
Oh.
got to search for the chest.
Well, I have more time, so I
Shut up.
have time to open up chests.
Anyways.
But when you do get the thing that you want for free that other people have paid for, it is very gratifying.
Right.
It does add a little bit to that.
Yeah, but it's also frustrating.
Yeah, and I do,
Because like if you played like the Modern Warfare games and you play online and you start off with a basic gun and somebody else bought the expensive gun or whatever,
right.
and you go against them and they can shoot you across the entire map and you have to run up them up there to get to
Yeah.
them. It's so frustrating
It
when
does
you
put
play
you
the
at a
game.
huge disadvantage if you don't spend the money now.
Yeah, I mean,
Whereas, like when Modern Warfare 2 came out, or Modern Warfare
Like,
came out for the first time,
Battlefield. That one was
dude,
frustrating.
that's why I can't play first-person shooters anymore.
I play Battlefield. There's nothing. I mean, no, there. Well, you can pay to unlock
Not-
skins, but you can't pay to unlock a better gun.
Not the last Battlefield, but the
Oh.
Battlefield before that.
Oh,
It was
okay.
basically
Wait, Hardline or 4?
I think 4.
Was there cops and robbers?
No.
Okay, so then 4.
Yeah.
Hardline sucked.
Yeah. So
Yeah. 1 was great. 4 is amazing. I loved Bad Company. Like I like Battlefield, but Hardline was horrible.
Bad Company's good.
Yeah, Bad
I
Company
never
was
finished it
fun.
though.
It was fun. It
I
was
like.
just goofy, like for a war game.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, see, this is part of the conversation where I have no contribution.
Right. But
Yeah, we should do
but
this more often.
Because
Let's
I-
talk
I
about.
played-
Let's talk about FPS.
Stop turning your back to Xavier.
What?
well, no, 'cause,
Is
after I played Call of
Xavier
Duty-
still here?
Oh God, he's doing it. I played Black Ops.
I
right?
really like
and
and
okay.
even. Ow!
I played Black Ops a lot with my buddies, and then I played Black Ops 2, and then I got really angry when I was playing Black Ops. I'm like, I don't like being angry when I play the game, so I stopped
Yeah.
playing it. And then Overwatch came out. I'm like, I'm kind of curious at Overwatch. I like the
I got
character
so
design.
bored with Overwatch.
It's
quick.
exactly what it was. It's like Overwatch. It's the same characters. There's nothing here for me. It's
You
just
can't play the one you like because they're not good, and then you feel like a burden. on
no.
your team, and then
What caught me is that
the game just gets so one-sided, so boring.
It was the chest. The
Yeah.
chest was a gambling.
The chest
thing.
or the chest?
The chest.
The trust.
And it's like you open this and then you see you get a gold, and it's like it's a trick mechanism.
You get a gold.
You get a gold out of the chest. And you're like, I want that.
Yeah.
And so then you start buying more chests, and next thing you know, you have like a negative balance in your fucking bank account.
That's where the little thing called self-control.
And I have zero.
I don't
of
have
that.
any of it
why,
either.
that's why I don't play those. games
So
anymore.
like real life.
I'm playing the Kingdom Hearts mobile phone game. It's like buy jewels to get better medals so you can get strong.
I
I'm
did
like,
that with the Final Fantasy Brave Exodus or whatever
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
phone, and I was just like, nope, I'm gonna buy stuff, and
Yep.
I deleted the
I
app.
still have it. I still have it.
Because I was getting so
I
frustrated.
want to buy more jewels to get more medals. I just can't afford it, and I can't do it.
Yeah, and you just
all it
gotta
is.
keep
And
reminding
that's the
yourself.
thing. And like,
If we ever find Xavier like living out of a box or something
Take
like that,
his phone
we're
away
gonna
because
take
it'll be
his
the
phone
only
of
thing
it.
that's still on.
Really? Well, it's even with like it's like how you're talking
He's living
about
on the
with,
street. You know, we should have you on the side of the road with the sign.
Need money
for-
for chests.
Need
money for jewels.
Need to upgrade. Need upgrades.
Yeah, I need to upgrade my weapon.
I used to be a member of society until I downloaded.
Need to buy a better sword.
No, because that's how it is with Street Fighter, right? It's like how you were talking about with League of Legends. Like, Street Fighter isn't free when you first buy it, but you have like a
Well,
certain...
yeah, of course. When
Shut
you
up.
first buy something, it's not free.
No,
You
but
actually have to
League of
buy it.
Legends, when you download it, it's free.
Right, whereas like...
Right off the bat, it's free.
Yeah, well, Street Fighter is like it was. Like, you have your set of characters. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this character, and da-da-da. And then they show the new character who's like doing things that you've never seen before, or it's a nostalgic character, and like, I want to play that guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, you can go online and play the game and, you know, get good at the game and earn all this fight money and just get it for free, or, you know, spend like $7 on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's completely possible to play League of Legends absolutely
without buying
without
stuff,
buying
but it's
anything
like,
and be as good as the people who spend all their money
and
on
all
it,
their time.
and all their time on it. But
I don't
at
have
a certain
that.
point, you start going, "Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that's cool. Oh,
Right.
that's only $4. Oh, that's only $5. Oh, that's a couple
And
dollars."
then at the end of
And then
your
at the-
monthly statement, you spent like $150.
Yeah, and you're like, "Wait a minute, where'd all my gas money go?" Oh no.
Yeah, that's the worst when you have to call into work and say I can't drive there
Yeah,
because
I have no
I
gas.
spent all my gas money on League of Legends.
By the way, do you want to buy a League of Legends account? No.
I sat there and I was like thinking about it. I'm like, dude, League of Legends looks pretty fun because like one of the dudes that I watch on YouTube, his name's Sky Williams. He plays League a lot. I'm like, oh, that looks like a fun game. And then I sat there and I thought about it. I'm like, I can't do that. It's too much time.
If you get into it at all,
Look at
it's
that.
over.
See, you're
I don't want
you're
to.
getting closer to me already. You're just like,
Yeah.
this is
No,
taking
but there's
time.
different levels.
You're just like,
No,
It's
it's
a- it's
no,
pick
no,
and choose what
it
you
starts
wanna-
out small.
It's pick and choose what you want to invest your
It's
time
taking
in.
out.
no,
it's-
because you know what I'm gonna do when you leave? I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 14 online for like 3 to 5 hours.
I'm gonna see what I can do to stop that.
You can't.
I can.
Can't stop me. We're at his house.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I'm just
Well, I'm gonna go home and play more Mass Effect.
There you
and try to
go.
beat one.
See,
That's what I was doing before I left, and that's how I
I'm
choose
just
to spend
waiting
my
for
Saturday.
Kingdom Hearts. When Kingdom Hearts comes out, I told everybody that I play with, I'm like, you guys aren't seeing me for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
I'm not gonna see you for 2 weeks.
I mean, you don't see me for 2 weeks.
I feel so
Now.
much like I feel lighter in my spirit.
But
You
don't
look
s-
just as heavy.
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Is that-
Stop being mean to Xavier.
is that a fat joke?
It was.
Because Xavier, you should not take that.
He's talking to you.
No, I don't think so. He would never
Like,
say that to me.
I like how he thinks that his deflecting shield works, but it's like
He was sitting here.
No,
he
I-
saw.
it's just like he gets hit in the face
See,
with
that's-
slime, and then he tries to take the slime and throw it at me.
No, I don't.
Just
I don't.
doesn't
He's like,
work.
did you see him throw that at you?
Yeah.
That's this
And
is
it-
probably a
it
good
worked
time
'cause
to
he-
stop though.
Why?
We're like an hour and almost 30 minutes.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
How did we get there?
Wow, that went
Well,
fast.
we did like 20 minutes, and now we had to record more.
Wait, no, we didn't have to record more. We decided to record more.
Right, and we recorded more, and now we're at like an extra almost 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So, are you saying you want to stop this?
I mean, do you guys want to keep going?
No.
Okay. Okay, thank you for joining us on this episode of Nailed It. I've been Michael.
I've been Xavier.
I am David. I'm not Ben.
Please make sure
Cannot
that
wait till you leave.
we'll be back with our next episode in a few weeks. Please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and if you do that on the iTunes store, it'll automatically alert you to when our next episode is available to listen to.
Also, just to let you guys know, we do have a YouTube channel. Well, actually, we have multiple YouTube channels. We have FTD Productions on YouTube. Has Steve and Dave that you guys heard on the podcast last week doing a couple of fun things. And me and Michael are going to be starting a channel called Geeks and Gamers, where it's going to be me and him playing video games.
It'll be more or less of what we've talked about almost this entire episode. Just
Probably less.
probably less.
But
No,
more.
it'll be a lot more specific. But if you guys want to go ahead and like this podcast or however you want to share it, we'd also appreciate a comment and a rating on iTunes, because that'll help us get more or higher up on the list.
And you want us to be higher.
You do.
You do.
You
I
really
can
do.
tell. Just let me look in your eyes right now. I'm just gonna say this.
It got creepy.
How
so.
are you looking into the eyes?
Shh, quiet. See, yeah. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, go.
We just lost like 5 years. All right, thank you guys.
Yep, thank you. Have a good week.